All right. Good evening, everybody. Um, it is Bruce Willis. Oh no, I'm not Bruce Willis. And then I'm here with Juno 2000, and here we're going to present tonight uh, Monster Squad. And if you are a werewolf and you have nuts, you better guard them because Wolfman's got knives. But hope everybody's well tonight. And yeah, all of this is, you know, just ridiculous with the way, StreamYard has been acting and everything. So, um, I should have prepared like a presidential statement or something like that. Yeah.
This man got nards.
Yes, Wolfman's got nards. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I will do a roll call. We have, of course, the GOAT, Chester Franklin. We had Jim's movie channel. I don't know if he's, still hanging around, but he, hopefully will be back. And then we have Alan's here in the chat. Um, my friend Albert's here in the chat. Jimmy's in the chat. Jimbo Jack is in the house. Sailor George is in the house. And JuneXas is in the house. And Steve Areno is in the house. So far, so good. I hope, I'm sure Rosie Zodiac and Ashton will make it. And then, maybe Shamarlos, since he was absent last night. But of course, I'm sure he's either had probably a pizza or a bucket of chicken or something. We should all base our diets on Shamarlos. And then, of course, Sharobot will probably be in here at some point as well. But here we go with Wilkie's Movies and Music. That's Corey. Hello, Corey. He is the Dan
Corey.
Rattler of the movie community. And I don't know anything about the Goosebump movies. So I've never, I was too old for that stuff. So unfortunately,
Only
wait,
only saw the show only.
Didn't they do? Well, there's one with Jack Black, right?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, okay, I've seen that. I thought it was all right. So yeah, I guess I have seen one.
I do remember watching the show, and I even have playlists of some episodes on my channel.
So yeah, Jim says that you're back doing your ninja shit again. Just turn on the light, like Juno. He's trying to save power.
And also, with the light on, it gets fucking hot too around this time.
Yeah, so
it's like 100 degrees out there, and it gets hot in here.
So
it's more hot than a possum's ass.
There we go. Did you have? How was your day, Juno?
Good, pretty good. It's just this heat weather's kicking asses right now. It's fucking hot. It's like standing in the fucking desert.
But yeah, well, it's definitely been hot here. I didn't even venture outside today because whenever they say it's hot, it's going to be hot and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's fucking hot out there, dude. I took out garbage, and it burns your ass.
And Peyton Samuels is in the house. You know, good to see you, Peyton.
It paid it.
But yeah, it's so ridiculous, you know, that we don't have the clips. But I'm not gonna, still pay, money for, this crap.
And it also smells like shit outside too.
Oh, I had nothing to do with that.
Because there's times outside it smells like shit. I don't know if it's from animals or from fucking garbage being boiled from the sun. Sorry that it was me. I farted.
All right then. Corey, I forgot. Again, you'll have to remind me. Actually, if you could send me a message on Instagram and tell me what that streaming thing was that you were using, because I did sign up for um, the other one, whatever the fuck it's called. I can't even remember it, man. Alzheimer's is hitting me pretty good these days. Uh, that other one, and I don't know. It looks like garbage as well. So I have no idea. And see, as I said, Anthony's here, so there we go. There's. I hope you're doing well, Anthony, and I'm glad you're
Yeah.
done with week one of your training. Anthony's training to be a hired assassin, a killer who's gonna kill people for money or something like that. But but yeah, once again, my condolences about your girlfriend and stuff. Yeah, there's a few things, Jim. I mean, it does suck, but there are a few things that I like and some that I don't. But it is weird. Oh yeah, and P. Rich said he might show up tonight, so there's another somebody else that'll hopefully like be here and stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. Jim mentioned about the show that you're going to be on. It's on the 26th, I believe, on a Saturday. So that's
Yep.
coming up.
That's
So
the one.
that'll be good. And I'll be there, of course.
2 hour platform. You to rant.
Yeah, so you can rant.
Oh yeah, because I mentioned it on the chat to Jim that I did see pieces of shit movies, and they were those fucking remakes, Disney remakes that suck monkey ass and shit, and cow manure buttholes. But yeah, folks. Speaking of the cow, Sorry about the me, myself, Irene stream. Fucking cocksuckers. Found that they had like full movie audio shit in there, so. But that'll be redo it for next month. But don't worry, folks. We'll redo that one for next month.
But yeah, Derek's in the house. Woo!
Hey, Derek. Yep. Well, Jim, I had to fucking watch those because some jackasses on the internet may say, "Oh, you haven't seen it, then why are you calling it a piece of shit if you haven't seen it?"
Well,
It was free on LookMovie. They didn't. Those fucking theater assholes didn't get my money.
the main thing about these horrible live action ones they're doing is that they're just bad.
And they fucking missed the point of how good the original was.
I mean, the only one that I've seen that I thought was halfway entertaining actually was Aladdin, and that's because Guy Ritchie directed it. If he hadn't directed it, it probably would have been pretty bad. But I'm still surprised that he did it. But he probably did it for his kids or something like that.
Yeah, the Mulan remake. I thought that was a piece of humongous shit, boring fucking film. Like that to me is that's a boring humongous shit. And getting rid of Donny Osmond, fuck you, remake.
Jim says the only possible excuse for watching those movies are because you either have a child or you're watching a child or you're trying to impress someone with a child. Yeah, I saw that, Derek. Congrats on your daughter's birthday and getting her the trampoline. Well, Jim knows the story about when I watched The Lion King and all that. Well, you know that too, but I'm not gonna.
Yep.
I'm not gonna repeat that here.
It's just that, like, not only the Disney shit, there's even fucking remakes of other shit that pisses me off too.
But yeah, Jim's actually right that the
Yep.
Jungle Book one and Pete's Dragon. Actually, I saw both of those. I just kind of have burned them from my memory, but no, those actually were good. But those were kind of the start of ones, and I don't think they could fuck those up that bad.
My favorite movie, that live action for that Jungle Book, is the 1994 movie. Did you ever see that one?
Of which one?
The live action 90s Jungle Book movie?
Yeah, the Jungle Book. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, the live action 90s. Yeah, that one.
Can I be a moderator? Wait.
Yeah, that's.
This person, Kiara, goes, "Can I be a moderator?" Who the fuck are you? That's pretty pointless to ask something like that when nobody knows who you are. But anyway, let's get. I don't want to get off track because I want to get the movie started soon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, so what else were you going to say about the remakes? I don't want to see that. Jim mentioned cliffhanger. I didn't like the first cliffhanger, so
Yeah.
I
I heard they've been wanting to do a remake of fucking Cliffhanger for a long time. Don't give a shit. Because that's the recent movies that we've been recently just been seeing remakes over and over again. Like, I'm not gonna be surprised they're gonna remake all these fucking masterpieces. That's gonna piss everybody off.
All right, Jim. We'll have a good night, and yeah, we'll talk soon.
You have a good night, June. But I'll save that rant. I'll save these rants for the stream.
Yeah, you should.
'Cause-
That's a good thing. But yeah, I had fun last night rewatching like Kickboxer. I still don't think I'm sold on it, but you know, it's good for what it is.
I'm so excited.
See, Peyton knows that if I don't know who somebody is, I'm not gonna, you know, I mean, like, you know, and I don't, you know, there's no, you know, point.
Yep.
Obviously, you don't know what we're doing here, so it doesn't make any sense to me to just make, you know, someone a random moderator. See, now I'm getting off track with like, you know, everything. So, you know what that means, Juno.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess yeah. Let's go ahead and get this like going. Like, give you guys a couple of minutes. No, Chester, I'll let you know. You know that needs to happen or whatever. You know, but nah, you know it's cool. There's P. Rich.
Hey, P. Rich.
P. Rich saves the day. This is such garbage, man. Like I can't, you know, show a damn trailer, you know, and do,
Yeah.
you know, everything is so messed up. I have to go back and check and see, you know, on the other one if I can put trailers in and all that. And that's going to be a
Fucking hate.
pain in the ass to like take everything. I don't even know if I still have some of the originals and they'll be trapped in like StreamYard hell forever, you know. But yeah. So I guess, you know, if everybody is like ready, the movie had, you know, got the look movie link at the top, and then likely story, but okay. Um, so I don't have, you know, it's almost like we'd have to like act them out on our own or something. But anyway, I'm gonna do like 10 count, I guess, and then we can, you know, get it get it started. But yeah, look movie links at the top. It's also on Amazon Prime for those of you who have Prime, and I believe it's also on Tubi. So it's not really YouTube; it's StreamYard. You know, if you don't pay for it, because they've changed so much, they want you to, you know, pay for it and crap. It's like, no, thank you. All right, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, cuatro, tres, uno, dos eques. Press play, bitches and pendejos. This includes flashing lights, violence, frightening scenes, smoking, and foul language, by the way. So you've all been warned. So I will read this narration. 100 years before this story begins, it was a time of darkness in Transylvania, a time when Dr. Abraham Van Helsing and a small band of freedom fighters conspired to rid the world of vampires and monsters and to save mankind from the forces of eternal evil. They blew it. Well, that's typical of anything. So we have this nice opening shot of a graveyard and a statue of the Grim Reaper. And this,
It's Death from Monty Python.
that one guy who plays the father, Stephen Mocht, I think. I saw a picture of him a couple of days ago, man, and he is really aged. But this is a fun one, it's these kids are all into monsters, and then when the real monsters actually show up. Oh yeah, and also Jonathan Gries, who plays the werewolf, Uncle Rico from fucking Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, everybody calls me Uncle Rico.
Your grandma broke her coccyx, So now I'll be staying with you for a while. The funny thing is, how when the grandma's is like, I'm saving the steaks, and he's like, what am I supposed to eat? Make yourself a dang quesadilla.
Fine.
But the funny thing is, John Grease actually he's not he's a vegetarian. So that part where he's eating the steak, if you watch really quickly when he's outside, he's got the piece of steak in his mouth. You kind of see him. It's really quick, but he kind of turns and goes, spits it out. And they left it in, but it's like real quick. But it's like hilarious because he's just like.
Usually those are for bloopers, but they make the fucking shot perfectly work that way.
Well, I guess they, it was probably one of those they couldn't. I mean, it was probably too thin to edit out. So it's like,
And plus the movie was low budget.
right.
It's like Garrett, like where they do like their first movie, like it's a low budget. It's like how Clerks they did it, and that became a fucking success.
And we got Dirk, a subjective perspective collective in the house.
Hey, Dirk. And Tom Noonan, he plays Frankenstein, the Tooth Fairy.
So this is where, like, they're showing it back in the past, and they're bringing this girl who's a virgin. She's got to read this thing to open the portal. She's got to read this German stuff, and the whole place thinks there's like ghouls and stuff. The floor's breaking apart, and here come these ghouls and stuff are coming out of like graves and shit. That's such a good fireworks show there, Juno.
Yep. Fucking A.
Oh, there it is. There's the black hole. Okay, Chester, hold on one sec. 5:51. This is like, well, you can't say that they took it from it, but it's almost sort of like Army of Darkness, at the portal there.
Yep.
And now we're in present day, which present day was 87 at the time. Again, Dirk? What the hell? You'll have to message me and let me know. Wow. Juno and I were talking about that dumbass last night. But that's all I'm going to mention. He eats dogs and cats and rabbits.
Rawhead Rex. That's a good one,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
it is a good one. Hey, Darren, what's happening? Darren's in the house.
Darren.
So we have the big pair back at it like a crack addict. Damn.
What's up, Darren? Ooh.
It's good to see you, Darren. Darren is the president of the Peter Bark fan club. And if you don't know who Peter Bark is, well, you need to see Burial Ground, and you will know who Peter Bark is. Oh, shit. I want screenshots, Darren. I got to see this shit. Yes, exactly. Peter Bark royalty. Monsters are not. It's always the whole old age thing where none of the parents or authorities believe the kids, that there are monsters, even though they haven't shown up. And I love how that teacher has that hair that looks like a cat when he says she looks like a cat. And it's just like, all right, lady. Yeah, old Jason Hervey, who used to poke Missy Hyatt, I guess is the polite way to say it.
Oh yeah, it was that dude who was on WCW.
Right, and he was the older brother on growing. What was it? Not growing pains. Fuck, I know. One was Fred Savage, Wonder Years.
Yep.
And he was in Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
I think he's also in the. He was also in the Back to School as the young John Rodney Dangerfield character.
Oh, okay.
He was like in the beginning.
Look at him attacking this poor kid.
Fucking lard ass. Pick on someone on your side.
Then this, kid shows up. Makes him like eat that candy bar and everything. Oh yeah, Chester. That's probably the guy who plays the one kid's father, who's the cop.
The one guy, and he was Manhunter. It's talking about Tom Noonan.
Oh, okay.
As Frankenstein.
Oh, all right.
Because Manhunter and Because in Manhunter, he's Tooth Fairy.
Oh yeah. Okay. And then that kid has that Stephen King rules T-shirt. Wolf Dork. He's watching a scary German guy. I just love that line they gave the kid. War with Vietnam. It's in Rambo.
Fucking A.
Hey, we got Sue and Joe, the Bud Files, in the house.
Hey, bud.
How's it going? I hope everything's going well. These two goon like pilots and shit, flying Dracula like in the back and everything. Hey, Kayla, how's it going?
Caleb.
I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by and everything. I hope all is well with you and stuff. Of course, here's Dracula, as a bat already, and how did he even get out of his box? That's the crazy thing. He opens that door and he's just standing there, and then turns into the bat, and all the box is already dropped, everything just flies out of there. Yeah, don't hold back, Dirk. I gotta repeat what you said, but
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit.
um, Where'd you get that's in the house? Glad to see you. Oh yeah, now they're quizzing, that one kid to see if he, get him in the club and all that good stuff. Hey, Brad, good to see you. Brad from 4K Tent Revivals
Hey,
in the
Brad.
house. We're getting a lot of guest stars on the chat tonight. Awesome. Van Helsing, now he's the one that fights Godzilla, right? Oh, I bet it is, Dirk. There was something the other night that that person did that was really like stupid, and I was just like shaking my head, but I'll message you about it. I mean, it's just so utterly ridiculous. Shooting crooks today. Oh, Juno, I watched Righteous Kill today. Have you ever seen that?
Is that movie with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that's not a good movie.
I liked it. I mean, they probably just did it for to pay some bills, but it was pretty good actually. I mean, I can't say it's like great, but
Like compared to like them in Heat.
right. No, it's definitely not. But I thought it was all right.
Yeah, like I never saw that movie. Just all I heard was that everybody calls it a piece of shit.
Nah. I mean, you got John Leguizamo in it, and
Yeah, speaking of John Leguizamo, he's in Carlito's Way with Al
John
Pacino.
Leguizamo. Yeah, John Leguizamo's in it, and one of your favorite new kid, Donnie Wahlberg's in
Oh, the better Wahlberg.
it. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm not a big fan of his brother Mark. I like a few of his movies, but it's just I'm not a big Mark Wahlberg fan because I just think he does the same shit.
And there's what's his Stan Shaw.
Stan Shaw.
Yeah. This poor guy has to tell his wife, "Honey, I'm a cop." It's like, and here's our first appearance of Jonathan Greaves, where he's telling them that he's a werewolf and they need to lock him up, and they won't listen to him or anything. Yeah, check out the museum, and the mummy has disappeared. Got up and walked by itself.
Fucking A, mummy.
I haven't ordered that. I haven't done that yet, Darren. I actually that's one I want to get, but I want to get that what was it that Cliff Tremolo box set because that stuff looks wacky as hell. So I want to kind of get that first. But yeah, it's something I definitely want to pick up. I did a Orbit order and I picked up the Second Sight version of Your Next, and then the '88 films, Witchfinder General and Blood on Satan's Claw, because it looks like they have both got a bunch of good extras, and Witchfinder General also has Conqueror Worm on it as well. And it's funny because I really don't care about slips, but the ones on the '88 films, they look fantastic. And unfortunately, I didn't get them with the slips. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain, but I was just a little disappointed. Yeah, P says he thought that Righteous Kill was all right. It had a really good twist that I wasn't expecting in it, Juno.
Mm-hmm. It's not like some Shyamalan ding dong bullshit.
No.
Okay, then that's.
I didn't really see it coming because I wasn't paying attention, but it wasn't like they gave you clues like Shyamalan and Ding Dong and stuff like that.
Oh, thank goodness. With no clue.
Go ahead.
Not just saying like no clues, like that gets it predictable.
Yeah, it wasn't predictable at all, I thought. Alan says that you don't like any movies but kung fu flicks. and he wanted to know if you like Wahlburgers.
You're talking about the actors or the hamburgers?
No, probably the show.
I thought it was mentioning Whataburger.
No, because they have a show. Because one of their brothers opened up like his own chain of like hamburgers, a place called Wahlburgers, and there's actually a TV show about it. So now we have the Mummy and we have Wolfman and Dracula all together, and I think
Wolfman Jack.
Yeah, Wolfman Jack. And then they go to get the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Dirk, you tripping if you ain't slipping. Yeah, Brooke, I figured they were stranded in Ashton's van. He's going to take them to the black telephone. Can you kill a werewolf by him drinking Coors Silver Bullet? I think you can kill just about anybody drinking that horse piss. Fucking Adolf queers. Jesus.
Adolf cocksuckers.
What was that? Oh my God, well, there's a lot of bad beers out there. That one Bergie or some shit. What the fuck is that even?
Yeah. Do you like Bud Light? Because I heard people don't like it.
I've never drank it. The only like light beer that I used to drink was Amstel Light because it's a Dutch beer and it tasted really good. What the hell's going on? Aha! There we go. We have a guest.
Uh-oh. Good evening,
There
gentlemen.
we go. Good evening. I just saw the thing and I was like, oh shit, okay.
I just got off my Sopranos stream.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you
Hi,
won't
Jen.
very
Hi,
long.
Juno.
Yeah, I thought you were just like covering maybe one episode or something.
Oh no, we do the whole. We were doing the whole season of season 4, and then next week we do a mob movie that one of us picks, and then we go to the next season of The Sopranos.
Well, see, I was kind of lost because I've never watched it, so I'm like, well,
It's a good show.
And I hope Jay wasn't freaked out by that comment I had left.
No. No, we're pretty. It's like Marty's streams. We're real loose and relaxed over there.
Well, he was just making that funny, comment. I don't remember. He was saying something, and that's why I said, well, I wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley. So.
I saw that. He did too. We just thought it was funny.
No, definitely not, Darren. I agree. I still, like I said, the only reason I was disappointed I didn't get those was because it's the same artwork as the covers, but they looked fantastic. I mean, it was just beautiful artwork, and that was the only reason I was disappointed I didn't get them. But they didn't say that it had a slip, so I should have expected that I wasn't getting them. But that's about the only time I was ever like, oh hell, I wish I would have got those and stuff. You're right, Chester.
It is a great black and white film. It's a classic for a reason.
Oh, and this is Jen from. You can, I have Alzheimer's sometimes, so you can say your, channel name and stuff.
Oh, I just didn't want to overstep my bounds. Hello, everybody. I'm Jen from Jen's Reviews from the Grave. I promise I'll be on my best behavior.
You know, to be on your best behavior. I say dirty words in here all the time.
Okay.
People get mad at me, I think, but it's all right.
Fuck them.
Right.
The Sopranos is one of the best TV shows. I would agree. And thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate it. I love Monster Squad. It's one of my favorites.
Fun movie. Yep.
It is.
Do you need a timestamp or anything?
Yes, please. I just barely. Hello, Chester. Hello, James. Nice to meet you guys.
Okay. Well, we call it the timestamp, so it's 29:12 right now.
29:12. Okay, cool. So you guys haven't been on too. I thought I was going to be a lot more behind than I am. So cool.
No. We usually gab for 15, 20 minutes. I mean, we'd show trailers, but now that StreamYard is, decided to fuck everybody, you can't show trailers, you can't show clips. It's bullshit.
Yeah. It's a fun thing of StreamYard. I know. Hello, Brooke. Hello, Darren. Thank you for subbing.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah,
oh, no.
We were, Juno and I were on Marty's channel the other night with Jen and Larry the Hardcat Dad. We were talking about Canon films and stuff, and that's why, unfortunately, I had missed you guys' stream, but I'm going to go back and rewatch it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so sorry about that. Oh, you're welcome. No, I'm a huge supporter of Darren and Dirk's channel. Like a number one. I've been there since the beginning, so it's like
Very
At
cool.
least they knew not to call the police, because usually if I'm absent, they think something's wrong. It's like, he's not here, then, something's wrong. No.
It's nice to meet everybody. I recognize some of you guys. I've seen you in Marty's stuff and sometimes in mine too. So it's cool to see you guys here.
So now this is where the kids realize, well, now he's listening to us, and we've got to stop these monsters if somebody's killing people.
This is a movie that it's pretty hardcore for a kids movie if you think about it. But the 80s were a little bit of a different time.
Yeah. Well, going, you don't have to worry. I wasn't like, somebody's channel that we're not even going to talk about. So. See, I love how the dog even puts his paw on the thing, so it's, the dog is ready to fight as well. Apparently he's back. He's been sighted, I guess. I don't know where, but he's alive. So yeah, he's not dead, like a lot of us were thinking. Have you seen him, Jen? Russell Collier?
Yeah, he would come into me and Marty's stream sometimes, but it's now that you mention it, I haven't seen him in a while. Like it's been a while.
Well, somebody, I can't remember who, told me that he was back, but I haven't seen him anywhere. So, but they,
I hope he's doing okay. He always seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but yeah, two people have said that he's around, but I haven't seen him anywhere, and he hasn't shown up here.
He might have just been taking a break. YouTube can be a less than nice place sometimes. Sometimes you need a break.
Yeah. Dracula telling the monster to retrieve the diary, like he would give a fuck. He doesn't, it's blue, pink, it's all he's thinking about probably. Scary German guy. All right.
I do like this because I think this was my first introduction to anything involving the Holocaust. This was actually really genius, this movie, because, sometimes monsters, and then we do the number, which I thought didn't mean much to me when I was a kid, but as I got older and realized what that meant, it was a very powerful scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Derek, he's been, wandering the Canadian hills with Tom Green. Well, that wouldn't actually surprise me with him, though. But yeah, just recently somebody said he was around, but he hadn't shown up. At least I haven't seen him, but I'm going on their word, Yeah, I love this when they cut to that scene where he's holding that knife. Boys, the time's almost up. It's your last chance for pie.
It's really smart, though, how they do incorporate it, because kids do need to learn the ugly side of life. And I like that in a children's movie, they do it, but they do it in a way that's in our level, like a kid's level, but they still manage to get some history. And this movie doesn't get near enough love, I think.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
I kind of prefer this as the Goonies movie more.
I do. I'm with you, Juno. I've never been I'm an 80s kid, but I was never a Goonies. Like, I watched it once or twice, but it wasn't like a beloved one for me.
Mm-hmm.
I always liked, but then I was a horror kid, so I guess this would appeal more to me.
And it's crazy enough that this is written by Shane Black, who just at this time just did Predator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know all about Predator because of Marty.
Yeah. Marty's awesome. You know,
Yep, Marty.
he's a trip.
Yeah. I know he wants to have you guys on again soon. He was saying that probably we do a thing where we pick out 5 movies from a certain year and we bring them to the table, our favorite 5 movies of a certain year. And I know he would like both of you guys on for that.
Oh, Jimbo Jack, you haven't even seen this before? Wow. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of first timers that haven't seen this. You know.
It wasn't a huge hit. I mean, it's kind of a cult thing if you were a certain age, but it did go under your radar. And I think you had to be a certain type of or certain age and a certain type of kid to really have loved it. I remember seeing it on HBO a lot. They played it on HBO a lot.
See, my ex-wife, she always thought that certain things were like kids' movies, and she refused to watch stuff. Although I remember, I think I wound up renting it or something, and watched it while she was at work or some shit. You know, I was like, "This is great." You know, like.
Yeah, you can miss out on a lot. I know Dark Crystal's kind of the same way. I mean, I love that movie as much as I did when I was a kid.
Like when James and the Giant Peach came out, that's been one of my favorite books ever since I was a kid, like 3rd grade or whatever. And I couldn't believe they had actually made a movie of it. And so, you know, I told her, you know, I go, well, I'm going to go see this movie. And she's like, what? Why would you want to do that? And I go, it's one of my favorite, you know, it was one of my favorite books, and I'm going to see it. And plus, it's my birthday, so I'm going to go see it, you know. And so then she relented. Okay, well, I'll go with you, you know. And, you know. And then she liked it.
That was sweet of her. That was sweet.
Yeah, well, you know.
Back when Disney had dark movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Something Wicked This Way Comes. That fuck, that movie was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Plus Pam Grier is in that, and, you know.
Mm-hmm. I love Pam Grier. She even managed. Now the rest of the movie's awful, but her cameo in it, her glorified cameo in it, the most recent Pet Sematary remake. Well, not remake, but whatever you want to call it. That one, she has a cameo on that, and she's not bad in it. She's the best part of that movie, and that movie's pretty bad.
No, that wouldn't surprise me. I haven't watched it, but yeah, I heard that she was in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's in this really underrated. Her part's small in that one as well, but this really underrated, like Paul Newman cop movie called Fort Apache: The Bronx.
I haven't seen it.
And she played. Ken Wall is also in that from The Wanderers, and she has a small role as this junkie murderer and stuff. It's a good movie.
I'll definitely throw it on my watch list. I watched a movie last night that I would recommend to everyone. It's called Sovereign. It just came out, but it's on that one site I showed you and Juno on, and it's on like streaming sites and stuff. And it's really good. It's a very bleak movie, but it's brilliant.
Yeah, you should send me that channel in my Instagram.
Okay, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, and you can pass it along to Juno. I'll send it to you guys.
Yep.
Thanks.
It'll help. Yeah. Oh, no problem. No problem. It's sometimes it comes in handy for, especially looking for certain movies. Sometimes it makes it a little easier.
Another thing about Something Wicked This Way Comes was like Jonathan Pryce. He's fucking amazing. I don't think he gets the credit, you know, a lot of credit.
No.
For being such a brilliant actor as he was.
A lot of actors don't get the credit you think they do. They should.
Yeah. This little girl, I mean, she's amazing, you know, and this stuff. You don't have to be chicken shit, you know.
She. I like how they do a twist with Frankenstein.
Yeah. It's real. It's especially people get weirded out with me saying it, but it's a really sweet movie in the best way. Not that syrupy kind of sweet, but just a sweet movie.
Right.
Yep.
The Witches is a good one too with Angelica Houston.
Where she turns into that monster rat witch.
If I
And she get.
Too.
Oh, go ahead.
I just was saying it was based off a book too. Sorry, Juno, I didn't mean to cut you.
No, it's okay. It's just like what I love about how she dies in the movie. It's like she turns into a freaking rat and freaking Mr. Bean kills her with a meat cleaver.
For kids. Yeah, the little girl in this popped up in a lot of stuff from that time period. She was familiar even back then to me.
Yeah, I was looking at like on IMDb, looked her up and stuff. And I guess she's into production now. That she's all grown up or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought this was a trip when they hand him that Ben Cooper costume and then he looks at the mask and everything.
It's generally nice when a movie that's a kid's movie can still be funny, even back like when you're an adult. You can. In fact, I think I appreciate this movie more now that I'm an adult than I did when I was a kid.
There's actually came out a couple of years ago. There's a documentary on like Ben Cooper costumes. And it's amazing. I mean, it brought back so many like memories, when I was a kid. But they'd be like, "Oh, I remember that costume," or "I had this one."
Yeah, that's something that kids don't do quite as much anymore. Now you got the trunk or treat stuff. It's not quite the same thing.
See, the Wolfman has that hammer. He could just clock Dracula in the head.
Dracula was legit unnerving, though.
Oh yeah, I just kept expecting at one point instead of the guy, being dressed as Dracula, that he would like put on a business suit or something.
Mm-hmm. They don't make them like this anymore.
I love sometimes how Amazon gets the subtitles wrong because he goes, "The prize," and it says Paris. The fuck? It's like, and there's no one to stop it. That's the quickest I've ever seen a kid get out of bed, because I never got out of bed that fast unless there was like some kind of emergency. And this thing with the machine shop and everything.
I haven't watched this movie in a long time. It's kind of a treat to get to rewatch it again.
Like I don't blame you, Jen. I agree with these great movies back in the day. It's just like nowadays we don't get like stuff like this. We've just been getting like, oh, let's remake it, like 10, 14 remakes each year.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to check out the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, the sequel, reboot, whatever you want to call it? Are you guys going to check it out?
I don't. Maybe if it's for free.
Not for the theater?
No, because I actually went to go see Scream 5.
Oh.
What happens if Count Chocula finds the homeless?
Count Chocula.
I still have not seen The Northman, Jimmy. I'm sure. I'm sure, like Dirk has though. I would assume so.
It's good with Skarsgård's brother, right? That's the one you all are talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's good. I prefer Bill more than his. I can't remember his name, but I prefer Bill Skarsgård over his brother. But they're both really talented.
And
I'm the one person who liked the Crow remake. If you guys want to kick me off, feel free. But
it's to each their own. I know. Yeah. I have my personal thoughts about that movie, but like if you like it, like that's cool. It's just like we always say, to each their own.
Yeah, I do too. But that movie didn't get any love. But if you want to judge me, I totally get it.
Like I would still say I would put it above the Wicked Prayer movie, which I think that's worse.
Yeah.
The one with Eddie Furlong.
Yeah, he was really drugging it at the time, wasn't he? I think he was. Yeah.
That's how come he missed Terminator 3.
Nosferatu was great last year.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
But that the Know What You Did Last Summer, like you said, it's a remake sequel. That kind of reminds me of that Flatliner shitty movie sequel, whatever they did back in 2018. And Kiefer Sutherland's in it.
Yeah, it was cool that he got to reprise, kind of like make a little cameo since he was in the original.
I mean, I find it interesting, at least in this reboot or whatever the hell you want to call it, that you have, two of the originals, but somebody, I mean, not to say that it was a spoiler or anything, but somebody goes, Prinz is the killer. And I'm like, you didn't fucking know that.
All I've heard is that the ending, I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard a few people talking about it, and they didn't do spoilers, but everyone I've been hearing who's talked about it said that the ending takes really big twist, and some people are going to like it, some people are going to hate it. That's all I've heard.
That probably does confirm it then that it might be Prinz.
One person I listened to said it's not going to go where you think. I just recently read the book that it was based off of, and I knew the book had a lot of differences from the actual original movie, but I didn't know how many differences. It's more like a young YA novel.
Yeah, late night. It's fucking awesome.
I was mixed. Sorry, Gino, I kept cutting you. I'm sorry.
No, it was just like I like the movie, but go ahead.
Oh no, I was mixed on it. I know a lot of people it was their favorites, and there was whatchamajig was wonderful in it, like he's in with everything. And it reminded me a little bit of the Conjuring movies, and I'm not the biggest Conjuring fan. The part I liked the best was the ending, actually, which most people didn't.
Yeah, speaking of Conjuring, there's another damn sequel coming out this year that nobody didn't even ask. A fourth one.
Supposedly, this is the last one. Supposedly.
Oh yeah, this is finally when we get the creature coming out, and he takes the kids Twinkie and all that.
God, I forgot about this. It's been a long time since this is like the first rewatch in a long time.
Fox Photos got a 2-for-1 deal.
We're not old, are we? We're not old. Seeing some of these old movies, though, it reminds you because you saw them. I was like a kid when I saw them, and now I'm 40 something, and it's like, Jesus Christ, what happened?
I was 12 years old, remember? I really liked, one of my favorites from last year was, Where Evil Lurks. I thought that was amazing.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one. We're getting some good ones this year, too, though, surprisingly.
But like the guy's first film, Terrified, that's really good. I don't know if you've seen that one.
I haven't yet, but I want to. I want to.
That's like one I think I've watched probably like 3 times.
I'll bump it up on my list. It's one that there's a million that I've been meaning to check out, though.
And then there's also one from a few years ago, The Dark and the Wicked. I like that a lot too.
Mm-hmm. That was very mixed. Some people really dug it and some people didn't. One that's really good that came out this year, it's an indie one, but it's called Bystanders. I would highly recommend that one.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one.
It's a very low budget indie film, and technically it came out last year, but it didn't really no one got to see it till the beginning of this year. And it's a rape revenge story, but we take a very different path than we normally do, and it's really heartfelt. The director really liked my review and said that I got what they were trying to do, so it was good.
I watched that a couple of days ago during Marshmallow. It's amazing, and Jen, she did a review of it, and I didn't see it, but she mentioned it in the stream that we had done, and I was like, yeah, I really want to see that, and it definitely is a different take. It's really good.
Did you see anything? The difference, like before it actually was revealed? Did you figure out anything that was? I kind of did a little bit.
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I can't really say it's actually similar in a way to an 80s movie that was a slasher but had kind of some of the same elements, but I can't say what it is without giving it away, so I'm not going to.
I get you. I understand. I love both The First Omen and Immaculate, but I liked Immaculate just a little bit better, but I really like both films.
Wolfman's got nards. It's funny though, on the subtitles they don't say nards, they say nuts. So it's like, okay.
There go, got the logo for Uncle Rico and his steaks.
Right? He was hilarious too, and real genius.
Yep.
Your grandma has broke her coccyx. That always just cracks me up. And here we are, Bill's hamburgers. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on that one. Dirt. I mean, it looks interesting, but I guess it's sort of his first non-horror film, although it may be kind of a horror film.
I didn't know he's actually from New Mexico. Being from New Mexico myself, I did not know he was from New Mexico. He did an interview for this one, and I think this was shot in New Mexico.
That's interesting. Kid having the pizza in his jacket and sit on. And I love how they actually made the makeup look like the shape of the pizza on his face. You guys, I got scary German guy to help us.
I would say this movie is a little bit of everything, Chester. It's one of those everything but the kitchen sink kind of movies, in the best way.
And that little girl too, man. They must have hired her because she could scream really well, And her facial expressions are hilarious,
She was really good in it. They all were. All the kids were, I thought.
Such a great shot too. That skull rolling on the road.
It is a very fun movie. I agree.
See, I don't think he should have healed up that quickly, though. He still should have had that garlic scar on his face.
Yeah. I guess so, since it was a kid's film, they didn't want to go too, hardcore.
And how would he even know how to use dynamite? Come on.
Never thought that point, but you're right. I never thought about it.
Oh, nice, Dirk. That'll be cool.
Oh, that gas station. Okay. Took me a minute.
One of these days, I'd actually like to go to the restaurant.
I was just thinking there is a restaurant in there.
Yeah, which was the old house.
Mm-hmm. Isn't there a motel too? Or I think, or maybe I'm not, maybe I'm dreaming, but I thought I heard you could stay there too. I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
That I don't know. We have black glove reviews in the house, and it's
Good
the
evening.
first time he's been in here. But I'd like to, welcome you. Hello. I hope everything's all well. And the fact to have the Fox photo and the Burger King right across the street from the church, stuff. It's such great product placement,
That was a big, well, even in the 90s, but in the 80s too.
But it'd just be like, okay, I'm gonna waste these like vampire women, and then I'm gonna pick me up a Whopper, So.
You work up an appetite though. I can see that.
Wow. It's you, Chris. Well, good to see you. I didn't know you had changed your name.
Hey, Chris.
But that's a good name, Chris. Good name change.
Are you a fan of Giallos? Is that why it's called Black Glove Reviews for Giallos?
Of course it is.
I liked Immaculate. I'm with them. I preferred Immaculate over Omen, First Omen. I like First Omen too, but I preferred Immaculate. Very cool.
And now here's the father getting thrown around by the werewolf and stuff, and he gets blown to pieces. But he can't kill a werewolf like that.
I know. I love the anything. I'm a big werewolf anything. So when I was a kid, that was my favorite. Was the werewolf. I agree. Black Glove reviews beautiful violence. I call it a beautiful nightmare. Like Argento was one that made the horror look beautiful and pretty.
He's got 6 toes. I never noticed that before.
I don't think I did either. For as low budget of a film, it looks really good. Or I think I did when I was a kid, and I still do now.
So now the werewolf has metamorphosized back into himself after being blown to bits.
That's how that works.
The kid's line We went through some major shit, and where's the limbo thing?
Not exactly. It's not a dessert, although it is very yummy. Giallo is kind of a subgenre, particularly of Italian horror. It's a kind of a prototype of a slasher, but well, slashers borrowed a lot from giallos, actually.
One bullet and he gets him, but I thought he had made more, in that shot class.
I guess you think that's all you need.
Right. Is she a virgin? She can't read. She's 5 years old.
I always forgot about this. Well, this was some kids. It wasn't mine because I liked a lot of the older movies, but this was kind of a lot of 80s kids' introduction to Universal monsters. This was kind of their first property of it.
And then those kids won't even let him in, and he's got the port. Yeah.
I just forgot how neat this movie looked. Or maybe it's just making me very nostalgic.
These bumpkin sheriffs, trying to fight him, and he just punches the one guy, cracks the other guy's arm, snaps the guy. That's right. Dark nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
Just like Rick James.
I mean, I kind of think that was pretty unnecessary for them to have that line where he's holding her and he's like, "Give me the amulet, you bitch." I mean, it's a 5-year-old girl. I mean, what the fuck,
Yeah. But you forget, you never forget it either. That's like an iconic line.
Yeah. And back in the day, they used to have potty mouths like this.
Mm-hmm. I still do.
there's the portal. I just find it funny how she just runs off and she's holding that park bench, and stuff.
When seeing this part when I was a kid, I used to get emotional at this ending.
Mm-hmm.
Where she wants Frankenstein to stay after he became a good guy, helping them out the monster squad.
I cried. I will admit it. I cried.
Yeah, it is a bit kind of, sad, when
Like, this is my favorite ET moment right here.
yeah, exactly. That's the kind of moment it is. And then Van Helsing, all of a sudden, he just shows up out of fucking nowhere, giving him the thumbs up,
Yeah, even as a kid, I always wondered what's with the because I mean he's like an older dude, so like with a thumbs up been a thing in his time. I always wondered that when I was a kid, but I guess it would have been.
There's a few things you're like, how the hell would they know that?
But it looks cool. It looks cool.
There goes the Jeep and part of the picket fence, And the fact that she throws him scraps, that was awesome.
Mm. I'm getting a little choked up right now.
When the army shows up, that's hilarious.
And they're very confused. We're the Monster Squad.
And we have Brian from Brian Goes Blue and Coco too.
Hello. I like the business card.
Yeah. Now they're going to go to the old German guy's place for pie.
Oh. God, I'm so glad you invited me to watch this. I haven't watched this in a long time. Thank you, both of you.
Oh, you're welcome. No problem, Jen. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
It's just like, a typical 80s like song written for the film that has to have the name in it and everything. Like
It was a bop.
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince or whatever, like had that Nightmare on My Street song,
Right.
you know, and everything.
Good bop too.
Night, Alan.
Good night.
That's cool, Chris. Yeah, I need to pick that up. I guess apparently the 4K has the Blu-ray with a bonus disc of that documentary called Wolfman's Got Nards.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Hey, it's Shamarlos. You're running late, brother.
Hello.
Hey,
I
Scott.
don't think we've ever met, but hello, Shamarla Scott. Hello.
He had 3 pizzas today. Well, see, I knew it was either pizza or a bucket of chicken, so he got up with 3 pizzas.
Nothing
He's
wrong
our,
with that. I love pizza.
well, he's our like resident like food guy. We always try to guess what he had to eat.
Okay.
So, Juno is usually the winner, but I scored again tonight because I said, it's probably pizza or a bucket of chicken. Yeah, Chris, I posted her link. It's up in the chat.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tex. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
They had a monster art.
I don't have any art. Like I have I'm in my bedroom right now, but like if I was in my horror room, I have a whole like wall of horror posters, but I don't have anything for the Monster Squad.
It's funny. Every time I see like that room that you're in,
Mm-hmm.
the first time I ever saw it, I thought you were in like some sort of fucking cafe or something. I was like, what? Because I really couldn't see the chair. So I thought, what is she broadcasting from a cafe? And then, then finally I could see the chair. The chair was like, big black chair. I was like, oh, okay.
This used to be the horror room, but like my bedroom was so small, and this year I thought, you know what, I just did a switcheroo and I turned my bedroom into my horror room because this is a way bigger room. So, but this actually was the horror room, but now it's just my bedroom.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's just bigger. I felt very claustrophobic in my old bedroom, but the horror room is where I've got my movie chairs and everything.
That was one song, not the Monster Squad song, because that says performed by the Monster Squad, but it said the other song, I don't remember the title because it passed so quick, but it was by Michael Cimbello, and that's the guy that did the Flashdance song, Maniac, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which was made it was going to be a different type of movie than what it was. It was supposed to be for a slasher.
Wow, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was that song. It went through a lot of stuff before it finally hit on Flashdance.
Yeah, I like Night of the Creeps. I think that's a good movie.
Yeah, I do too. I got some good news and I got some bad news. Can't go wrong with Fulci either.
But that, ladies and gents, was the Monster Squad. So I hope everyone enjoyed that and whatnot. And so what do you have coming up next, Jen?
I probably tomorrow. I might do it tonight, but either tonight or tomorrow it'll go up. I'm going to do a review for I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the book that it was based off. Very different. The book, like I said, reads like a YA novel, and then because we'll probably be doing a review for the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, but I wanted to get a review for the old school. Oh, thank you. you. Thank you very much.
And you, Gina, you figure out what you got going on next week?
Next week, we're going to watch Kangaroo Jack.
Oh! My oldest, Velvet, that used to be their favorite movie when they were a kid. I'm very familiar with that movie. I've seen it. God knows I've seen that movie a lot. That was like their favorite when they were little.
Yeah, I have fun with that one, like, because usually, like, during the summer, like Texas mentioned, we watch like movies that people hate, that think are shit, but we love them. And that's a movie that I picked too, because it seems like nobody doesn't even like that movie, but I like that movie, and it's even a Jerry Bruckheimer movie, so you know it's going to be a good one.
It's not bad. I saw it, like I might be a little bit because I had to watch it a lot because that was like one my kiddo played over and over again when they were little. But it wasn't there were way worse movies out there. They could have picked a lot worse movies.
Yeah, like
it's
I seen recently like really bad movies, like I mentioned a few remakes that I saw that I mentioned earlier. There was like remakes I was talking about that I've seen that are worse. Like I've seen the Snow White remake. Like that is freaking worse than Kangaroo Jack.
I get you. Or the Stepfather remake. That's a pretty bad one. I'd rather watch Kangaroo Jack than the Stepfather remake.
Yep.
I love the original Stepfather though.
Yeah, well, you can't miss with Terry O'Quinn, you know.
No.
And the April Fool's Day remake was awful.
I didn't even bother with that one. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, they made it all PG-13, and it's just awful. Even the cover looked like a straight-to-video garbage.
Martyrs is one they ruined too. The remake of Martyrs was one.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started on that piece.
Yeah. They kind of missed the point. Martyrs never die. And I'm like, have you even seen the original? God.
I agree, Dirk. The Fog is the shit.
Yeah, I've never seen that remake. Ugh.
It's this that remake. I fell asleep on that one.
Yeah.
You know, like we were talking about Marshmallow and how it's way different. There was another movie I watched called Haunt Season. There's the movie called Haunt, but this one called Haunt Season, and it's the same sort of thing where these people are in a haunted house and whatnot, but they kind of switch it around. I mean, it's definitely a slasher, but there's all these usual tropes, but it's done so different. And then right in the middle of the film, it's like something like just totally changes, and you're like, what the, it's like, I don't want to give any spoilers, but I thought that one is one everybody should at least check out. I thought it was pretty good.
I'll throw it onto my watch list. I have a big one. I appreciate any of the recommendations. I'm always looking for stuff.
But yeah, I haven't exactly decided what I'm going to do next week. It's always have several things in mind, and then that always sort of like changes. Not last minute, but I'm like, I don't know. I mean, because I was going to show that Horseman movie, but after rewatching it, I'm just like, this movie is really fucked up. I mean, I recommend it, but I told everybody, I'm just like, watch this shit on your own, because I'm not going to be responsible for anybody that goes nuts while watching this fucking movie.
Marty's told me about it too, and it's one I definitely need to check out. It's Jen's Reviews from the Grave, Black Glove Reviews.
Isn't it hard to do like reviews from a grave though?
No, and if I was like a better artist, what I really want to do is like get like a thing of an old broken down couch and like an old TV, like the old fashioned kind, Me sitting in a graveyard just screaming at it. I have an idea of what I would like my logo to be, but I'm not that good of an artist. But I have an idea in my head. But it way is hard to get reception in a graveyard.
Yeah, I would say so.
But it's a cool aesthetic, so.
So, what's up this weekend for you, Dirk and Darren? I always have to plug them no matter what, so I need to know what they got going on as well.
Thank you. Oh, and I didn't just shout out thank you. Black Glove Review said they subbed to me. That's why I shouted out thank you. You probably think I'm nuts, more so than yours.
Okay, so they're taking a break this weekend because they're going to the gas station. And then we have Crystal Lorianne, who I've never seen before, but welcome. Hope everything is all right.
Hello.
Hey, Darren, since he's taking a break, you want to do a random stream? We could do a random stream if you want. You don't have to. We're all crazy and need help. Well, yeah, it's true. You didn't have to put that out publicly, though. No,
it makes me feel better.
Damn you, Chris. Why?
Why?
Let's see.
And I'll definitely put that link for you guys in the private chat so you guys can. It'll be easy if you're looking for something. So it's a good site.
Well, yeah, just send it to my Insta. That'll be easy because I never check the fucking private chat here and this shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll send it to.
This is something that I think I want to delve into. 7 fucking movies. It's going to be a slog, but it'll be fucking great to do this. I don't know if you've ever seen this. So, I mean, they made it like mangas of these, way back, but this is like 6 different movies plus the American movie that was it's just a combination of the two Shogun Assassin and God, man, so much bloodshed in these movies, but it's wonderful.
Can't go wrong with bloodshed. That's a beautiful set, by the way.
Oh yeah, I mean it was one that I definitely had to pick up. I couldn't even believe it was even around Criterion, put it out. Yeah, Crystal, unfortunately, we ended the movie, 10 minutes ago, maybe? Something like that. Hey, Jason. Glad to see you, man.
Hey, Jason.
Been wondering about you for a while. Okay, Darren, anytime, just, let me know. All right, Chris, have a good night, man.
Good night. Thank you again for subbing, and thank you.
Yeah, Jason, I'm glad you're here because I've been discussing. Okay, Crystal, have a good night. I was been discussing The Horseman because I rewatched that, and I know it's in your native Australia, so I'm sure you've seen it. Have you ever, Jen? You ever seen Hardcore with George C. Scott?
No, but it's one that I need to. I know which film you're talking about, but I haven't had a chance to see it. Is it worth it? I've heard different things from different people.
I like it. I mean, it's funny to see Peter Boyle as this like fucked up private detective. He's just a lunatic. Um, but the reason I said that is because oh, you got another sub, so
Thank you.
yeah, here we go. So yeah,
Appreciate it.
and somebody thought I never could get them, subs because I didn't, share them out enough. Cough, cough, cough.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, and I never saw them share anybody either.
All right. Anyway, the Horseman is kind of like the I'd say the Australian version of hardcore, except that it's more graphic and a lot more fucked up.
I like that. I love extreme cinema, like whether it particularly horror, but I just love extreme cinema in general. So I'll definitely put that one bump it up on my list. I'm getting a lot of movies tonight.
Yeah, Chester, I always kind of, it's this fucked up StreamYard thing. See, if I had a way to go, I'm gonna just kind of like anything that you watch on Prime that we're all watching on Prime. I'm just gonna give everybody a few minutes so they can get rid of that ad beforehand and then start it off. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I always have mine set, at the beginning because I, go through the ad beforehand and have it all set. So yeah, that's just one thing to remember, Chester, is to get that out of the way. Fucking Amazon Nazis and their fucking ad bullshit.
I know.
Oh, that's yeah, that's another one. There's about two or three of them. You just want to throw in a blender and you got to let me know about all this crap that went down because I'm well, boy, not one thing, it's another.
Yeah, it's kind of been like that these last couple of years. It seems like you're just you're on a hamster wheel, basically. But there's a lot of good people too. Like that's the thing about. I think there's still like way more good people on YouTube. I really do.
Oh yeah, there is. I mean, like Chester, we call him the GOAT. He's a jack of all trades. He will throw people's links in the chat. He and Zodiac, who was not present tonight, for whatever reason, I don't know. But I hope that he and Rosalia and Ashton are all doing okay. They're probably in a cornfield somewhere.
Oh no. Hopefully not with a clown.
But Chester, he's like a head of security and everything as well too. He's the man.
I've seen Chester around. Everyone in your chat seems like really good people.
Yeah, and for the most part, unless some people they want to be a cop and they want to ask me all these like ridiculous questions that what's your purpose? What's your point? Like this woman came in tonight and said, "Can I be a moderator?" I'm like, "I don't know who you are." Give me a reason. Let me know. I mean, it's like, I mean, damn, I don't want to be a cop either, but I mean, if it's somebody I don't know, what's the point? I don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to be in here quite a while before, I do that sort of thing,
I think it's smart.
Well, Z's the other head of security, but I'm still telling, I'm still going to give you that prop. You know.
Best kind of humor, I think.
Yeah, you know, or something of that effect. Yeah. But yeah, it reminded me I do need to add someone. You know, it won't be you yet, Jen, but that'll happen. You know.
That's okay.
Well, I just don't. You know, I'm not just saying that. You know, this was your first appearance. You know, probably like by next appearance. You know, what have you? You know.
I'm just happy there's going to be a next appearance. Wow, I didn't figure I'd get that far.
Well, we all have a strange sense of humor, Dirk. You know, it's that's why I like Dirk and Darren. You know, plus there was it's a long drawn out story, but you know there was somebody that kind of wound up betraying us, not the one that you know of, but somebody else. Apparently, they're still doing stupid things. Apparently, but you know, like after this thing had happened with me and this person, I mean, I you know went to Dirk's channel. I'm like, am I allowed in here? And he goes, of course. I don't fucking believe in censorship.
That's a good line. No, I'm just happy to be here. Like I'm always happy to get an invite. That's enough for me. You're probably going to be writing to Marty. Please take her away.
Nah, I wish he was here tonight, but I noticed at one point he was gone. I jumped back into your channel at one point, and when you were still going on, I noticed there was just three of you, and he wasn't there. So I was like, oh, he probably slept off for the night and went to bed.
Yeah, it was late when he stayed. It was really sweet of him because he has work. In fact, he'll probably be going to work pretty soon, and he stayed for because he wanted to hang out with everybody, which was really sweet. Marty's a good dude. Marty's a wonderful dude.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't trust the easily offended. That my radar kind of goes off.
All the Karens and the Kens or whatever the fuck they call the the male species, you know.
I kind of just slowly back away.
I just use the word Marty uses. Fucking cunts. Yeah, so there we go.
In his neck of the woods, that's a pretty common. That's when we don't use it as much as in America as they do there. Like that's a very common word there. But it's a good one. It's a good one to deter people.
Right. Juno, are you practicing some black magic back there?
No.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. When Juno gets really kind of quiet, I always wonder like what he's up to.
I've got some candles if you need them. If you do practice the old black magic, I've got candles if you need them.
But yeah, I don't know much else of what's going on. But you know, Brooks on vacation, so there's no subjective this week. So that kind of bums me out, but I'll get over it. You know, I'll be fine. I promise. I'll be fine.
We don't need to like take all the sharp objects and stuff out of your house.
Nah.
Okay, good.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, we'll consider doing something this weekend. I used to do like sometimes 2 streams a week plus JuneXas, and then somebody that I don't remember who they are would be on their stream. So it was, shit. There was a week that I think I was on a full week, a full 7 fucking days one time. Like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna cut back to like one a week at least, maybe 2, maybe. But then, but every so often, just to kill some of my StreamYard hours, I'll do like a random stream for a couple of hours.
I've seen some of those. I've left likes.
Oh well, thank you.
I was always a little, so I just would leave likes and positive energy.
Thanks. No, you can say whatever you want. Oh yeah, but which reminds me, I got to give a huge shout out as always to our good friend and channel viewer Todd Christian, who always unfortunately works late nights, so he always watches the replays. And he's a very good guy, and he's very much appreciated, and so yeah, I always need to leave him a shout out. So, and when he can make it, he will. But yeah, I can't leave him out.
Very cool. It's nice to have people that come back.
Oh, good, Darren. They gotta, yeah. Juno back in the shadows doing Santeria incantations. he's conjuring up tacos for us. That's what he's doing.
I haven't had dinner yet, so I wouldn't turn one down.
I love Juno because he's never offended by anything that I say, because he knows that it's purely a joke. But I know that I know Juno is probably like a wizard in the kitchen, though. He probably is. But Darren, you didn't get Stephen Thrower, did you? Because oh man, not that any guest that they don't have isn't great, but man, I'm been charged for them to get this guy Stephen Thrower.
I'll definitely have to sub to all you guys.
Yeah, you definitely got to sub to their channel. They do like a great show. It's usually Sundays, and it's amazing. They've had me on a couple of times. In fact, maybe about a month ago, we did a show on Killer Kid movies, and hopefully we'll do maybe a volume 2 of that. But we covered Who Can Kill a Child, which is an amazing film. The Brood, and then for shits and giggles, The Children, because it's that's so bad that it's good.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it. I don't mind it, actually. I like it. I'm a sucker for Killer Kids movies, actually.
Okay, I'll check that out. They're trying to get Stephen Thrower, man. Fuck that would like, I'd be happy for the rest of my life if they had Stephen Thrower right now. Not that I'm not happy, but
happier.
I'll have to check out who he is. It's not ringing a bell right now, but my bell's been rung too many times. So,
Not even halfway through the week yet.
Oh, I know. Last week was one of the worst fucking weeks I've ever had in my life, and especially like this year. And man, it was bad. I thought I was like 2 days ahead, then I think I was 2 days back, and then just this just fucked up like stuff just kept happening, and I'm just like, what in the hell, I was like, did somebody fucking curse me or what the fuck, It is just bad.
I'm sorry. But I guess everyone's had weeks like that. Well, maybe not, but bad.
Yeah, well, but it's all right. As long as I didn't have any like kind of internal injuries or anything, but it was just always something, and I was just like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I've had a few of those weeks myself. I think like everyone has. You wonder what you did to piss off the gods.
Being born, that's the number one reason. Cool, Dan. I will check that out. So they know of like some of these channels that I don't know. They're kind of hidden on my radar, and I get all these weird channels on my feed, and I'm like, who the fuck is this person? Like I just like, and then how I told you and Marty the other day, I just show like random things and stuff. So I'm just gonna show my copy of polyester. So there you go.
You can't go wrong with Waters.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, growing up, him, Herschel Gordon Lewis, and trying to think, definitely those two. And Wes Meyer. Those were like my three top directors, and I was just a fucking like 14-year-old, and it was like and William Castle, that's far.
Oh yeah, best hype man ever. Like, I mean, knew what did the Blair Witch project and did it better with hype. Before that was ever a thing. Basically, William, he knew how to get the audience invested.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Dirk. I mean, you two are always welcome, of course, and the three of us, man. Well, and Juno too. Well, a lot of people, we got a good, solid bond on here, and on their channel and everything like that. So it's funny because it took an idiot to like bring us all together.
There's always something good in the bad, I think. Do you believe that? Like, always something good comes out of bad?
Yeah, but I won't admit that because this person doesn't seem to know when to like shut up and just lay low and just
Yeah.
You talk about inner peace, they have none.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, I guess I've rambled on for so look forward to Juno next week doing Kangaroo Jack, and then and all the stuff you've got going on, because you always seem to have something going on more so than me. Oh man, so many things I've dubbed like this. The end of last month and this month and maybe next month the summer of hate. So it's like, but I haven't been showing any really hateful movies,
American History X would be a good one if you wanted to go in the hate route, and it's a good movie on top of that.
Yeah, but man, I'll skip that because I think P. Rich did that not too long ago. I try not to like repeat movies that other people do. That's another thing.
Or The Summer of Sam.
That's a good one too.
Yep.
No.
It's not, and I'll tell you why. Because there was a song by this punk rock band from Cleveland, Ohio, and then they lived in New York, the Dead Boys, and they wrote a song called "Son of Sam," and that was when it was happening at the time, and that should have been featured in that film, and it wasn't. And that whole CBGB's like mumbo jumbo that they did was ridiculous. Like, nope. When you're young enough to remember something like that, even though I never lived there, of course, during that time, but I did visit New York in the summer of '78 and stuff, and it's just like, no. Spike Lee should have known better. He should have made it a lot more realistic than it was. So,
He's a wonderful director, but he also kind of dropped the ball with his rendition of Old Boy when he did the remake of Old Boy. He really dropped the ball on that one too.
I've never seen that, and I don't want to, just because that's a movie that I don't think can be,
No.
It feels like Martyrs
Yes, you're
Yeah,
very much right. Yeah.
That, unfortunately,
remake.
I did see that Martyrs remake, and that was really stupid on my part. Oh, what a piece of trash!
That might be a movie. I mean, just to kind of a hate watch. I mean, if you want to talk about hate, that'd be the movie to do. The remake of Martyrs or Old Boy, but Martyrs probably a little bit even more.
Oh, I couldn't bear watching that again.
Yeah. Come to think of it, I've only watched it once or twice too myself.
Well, good night, Darren, and good night, Dirk. Thank you guys for always being here and everything, and appreciate you guys. Always coming in when you can, and have a good vacation, Dirk, and just you guys get at me and let me know what this latest garbage is, and I'll talk to you both soon.
Good night, guys.
Nice.
Well, I mean, it's very enjoyable having you on, and it was a very good crowd tonight. I appreciate all of you guys that came in tonight and whatnot. It was really awesome, and good numbers, even though that's not like usually my thing. I don't chill on that sort of deal. I mean, I appreciate it immensely and everything like that, and appreciate all of you that like came out and are always here. Because I try to keep it as drama free as I can, but there's always somebody that has to throw a wrench in somewhere.
Thank you guys so much for having me. It was very nice. I was very humbled that you guys invited me on. So thank you both.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, I'm going to close this down. Stick around, Jen.
I will.
And good night, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Long list of people. Chester, of course. Chester's the ace. He'll stay here until he'd be here all night probably. If I didn't shut up. Because he'll like, I gotta go, I'll see you, and then he comes back 5 minutes later, which is awesome. He's just like, I can't sleep, But thanks to Dirk and Darren, of course, and Jim and Steve Areno and Peyton and Jason and Brad from 4K Tent Revival. The people that I didn't know, and Jamarlo Scott, of course, and Anthony, Kravitz, and if I skip somebody, with JuneXas, they're hanging out, and P. Rich, of course, Word to Get That was here, and Kayla was here, and so thank all you guys for coming out tonight, everybody, and we will see you mañana. So. Hasta la vista, and hasta la pasta, and all that good stuff.
Good night, guys.
See ya.